it's Alex Lightberry, and today I'm giving a book summary on the book Darkstalker. Darkstalker is part of the series Wings of Fire Legends, and this book is not officially part of the Wings of Fire series because it's not a numbered book in the series. But if this book were to be a official book in the series, then it would be book 8.5, so right before 9 and right after 8. And basically this book doesn't really have to do anything with the main series. It just gives background information, or it just tells you the story of Darkstalker. And if you want to know more about the dragon, make sure you watch my other videos on the past 8 books to give some helpful information so that you can understand this book. And this book is basically about Darkstalker and his life, and if you watch my 6th, 7th, and 8th book, you'll learn more about Darkstalker too. So basically, this book is written in 4 point of views, and I hate, no offense, but when authors do that, because I don't like dramatic irony when you know something that the character don't because that the character doesn't, and because another character knows but that character doesn't, if you followed. But so basically this book is about Darkstalker and his life, and the 3 other point of views are from Clearsight, a Nightwing, Indigo, a Sea Wing, and Fathom, a Sea Wing. So let's start with Fathom. So Fathom is a Sea Wing prince. So he was the grand niece of the queen, and in the Sea Wings, the queen's brother is named is an animus dragon, and he made a contest, or a test, to see if anybody is animus. Fathom finds out that he is animus, and Albatross, the dragon that was animus, started teaching Fathom. And one thing about animus dragons are that every time they use some of their magic, and by the way, animus dragons are dragons that can use magic. Every time they use magic, they lose bits of their soul, so they become more evil and dark. So Albatross began this project of making another palace, because the original palace was getting small and he didn't like it. So he was creating another palace called the Summer Palace, where visitors can come join in, and they don't have to swim to the island palace. And Queen Lagoon didn't know about that. And one day when they were having a party for the royal family, or backtracking, Fathom had a friend named Indigo, and Indigo's a girl, and they liked each other, and they were practically best friends. And at a party with the queen, Albatross murdered the queen and murdered many other people too. But Indigo stopped or killed Albatross, and everybody loved her. And Fathom, since if you're fighting a dragon, you have to get hurt. So Indigo was very injured and stuff, so Fathom healed her even though he used bits of his soul. And he gave her a gift. It's a wood carving of a octopus, and he used bits of his soul, or his animus magic, to create the wood carving to come alive. And now next, going to Clearsight. Clearsight was born on one full moon. So she was born with fortune-telling powers, and she predicted that she would meet somebody named Darkstalker, and Darkstalker would betray her, and they would have dragon nets. So she could basically tell her own future, which he didn't like. And most dragons start school at about the age of 3, but she's already 4, so her parents force her to go to school. And since Clearsight can see in the future, she sees that she meets Darkstalker at the school, and she does meet Darkstalker. and Darkstalker and Clearsight become really good friends. Clearsight becomes friends with a dragon named Listener, which is in Listener was also born on a full moon, so she could read minds instead of prophesizing things like Clearsight. Clearsight and Darkstalker really love each other and stuff. So yeah. And going back to Fathom, Fathom is sent by Queen Lagoon because Queen Lagoon wants Fathom to meet Darkstalker because she heard that that the Nightwings had a animus. So Queen Lagoon wanted Fathom to meet Darkstalker so they could learn from each other. And Fathom first loved Darkstalker. They became practically best friends. And he brought Lagoon. And Lagoon was now one of the Queen's best guards. And, not Queen Lagoon, Queen Pearl, I'm sorry. Queen Lagoon's dead. Queen Pearl sent Fathom and Indigo to the Nightwings. And Indigo was forced not to, marry Fathom because since Fathom's animus, they don't want any more animus dragonettes. So if you mate with somebody that's animus, you would have animus dragonettes, most likely. Not 100% sure though. But so Clearsight and Darkstalker meet Fathom and Indigo. And one day, Indigo leaves a note saying that she had left because she didn't like him anymore. Fathom was very heartbroken. And Darkstalker eventually reveals to Fathom and Clearsight that he has a scroll where he writes all his enchantments from his animus magic, and he said it won't affect his soul at all. And Darkstalker is actually half Nightwing, half Icewing. His dad is Prince Arctic of the Icewings, and he was animus, so that's where Darkstalker got his animus powers. And basically they became really good friends. They became bonding. But one day at a party, a dragon went up to Darkstalker and tried to throw a spear at Darkstalker, but the spear only hit him and bounced off. Clearsight knew that Darkstalker wrote an enchantment that nothing would hurt him and that he would be invincible. Clearsight was very saddened by this, and Clearsight didn't want to be with Darkstalker anymore. So Clearsight and Fathom, they had a deal that Fathom would use bits of his soul to end Darkstalker, and Fathom agreed. So Darkstalker was about to kill his father, and he actually killed his father because he enchanted his father to do whatever he says, and Darkstalker said to him that he would rip his ribs out and his heart out and stuff. So he did, and Prince Arctic died. And Clearsight and Fathom were very sad. And when Fathom created the bracelet, where if you put it around some of these talons, then they would fall into deep sleep, and they would be enchanted to stay there, and they would be wrapped in wires and stuff. So Fathom left the Nightwings because he didn't want to get caught, but of course he gave Clearsight the bracelet before he left. So Clearsight and Darkstalker were bonding again, pretending to be, and then Clearsight wrapped the bracelet around Darkstalker, and the whole continent rumbled, and he began falling, and he was enchanted by this spell. That's the end of the book. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.